Kyren, thanks so much for coming and for bringing your mother.
That's it, I've brought the boss today, so you've got your work cut out.
Yeah, I've heard she's the one making your waistcoats normally, so...
Yeah, I've obviously been very lucky over the years. Mum's a seamstress, so yeah, I've got lots and lots of waistcoats made by her. So yeah, we've come to check out what you've got to offer.
I better impress the boss later then.
That's it, yeah.
Our family, first of all, has been in garment manufacturing for quite a long time, for a couple of 10, 15 years. But Lyfcycle is quite a new thing. We're in our third year of business. We want to make the most sustainable product ever.
What sort of materials would you use and what sort of process would you go through to obviously make that happen?
Yeah, so I guess the world's two biggest fibres are cotton and polyester. So in the case of polyester, the easiest thing to replace it with is recycled polyester. We can actually make recycled polyester fabric from plastic bottles. And what happens is plastic bottles are basically collected, they are chopped into little pieces, they're washed and cleaned, and then they can be melted down and turned back into a new fibre.
That's amazing when you think of that. Yeah, you really can't even begin to imagine a plastic bottle kind of being turned into a piece of clothing.
And that's really the goal as well, making products that do minimise our impact on the environment, but can also actually are accessible to consumers.
And are obviously good quality for
obviously
the consumer.
Good quality, yeah. Now, cotton is a little bit more of a challenge because it's a natural fibre. So we can't make 100% recycled cotton product because it's just not good enough. The fabric might rip. You probably have lots of bobbling and pilling on the product. So it has to be blended with something else, either like a bamboo potentially, or organic cotton as well we can mix it with.
If you think about a waistcoat back, so that satin shine, you can achieve that with recycled?
Yeah, we made from recycled polyester. Really simple, actually.
Yes, obviously we're here today. I've got a big competition on the horizon. The World Championships is fast approaching. So I'm obviously wondering what you can do for me personally as a snooker player and how you can make a waistcoat for me that's obviously going to be sustainable.
Fortunately for you, I've got loads of recycled linings and main body fabrics all in-house that I'm going to show you in a minute, but first of all I'm going to let my colleague and co-owner Adriana measure you up.
With the fronts, I need them as soft as possible.
Okay.
The way I play snooker, my hand hits my chest. The soft a material as you can find me, the better.
No pressure then?
Yeah, no pressure. So, also the backs of the waistcoats do need to be a little bit longer than your traditional style waistcoats.
Yeah.
Obviously we're kind of bending over in awkward positions playing snooker all the time, so I don't like it when they ride.
We don't want any untucking or any of that to be seen.
That's right, yeah. As my mum's probably going to tell you, I'm a bit of a nightmare with my waistcoat pockets.
The pockets are really quite important, especially because he's got this sensitivity where over the longer matches, especially at Crucible, where he gets a burn mark on his hands from it going into the pocket so much. So I tend to have this satin lining raised a bit more so that it's actual satin that's hitting his hand rather than suiting itself.
That's interesting for us because I think a lot of people wouldn't think about how the materials in your pockets make you feel, you know, how that might affect your gameplay.
When we're out there, there's obviously a lot of pressure, so you want to be as comfortable as possible, have everything ticked off, and it's took me quite a few years to find out what makes things work. So yeah, I'll leave you with all of that.
Yeah, let's take a couple more measurements and then we'll, I think we know what we need to start from the ground up with this one and make you the perfect waistcoat.
Kyren, I've got a couple of waistcoats there. Do you want to come and try them on?
Lovely, yeah, let's see what we've got.
Let's see how this one fits.
I like this. I've put on a little bit of timber recently, so
join the club.
Hopefully this fits. I like the front.
Yeah, how does it feel?
It's, you know, as I was mentioning before, I'm kind of a bit fussy on the fronts. This feels nice and soft, so I think I'll get away with this one. I do like the different designs. Sometimes, you know, we've kind of been a little bit boring with some of the designs. It's been a bit plain black or, you know.
Well, if we can try and get the fit right and the fabric right. How's that?
Might have found a winner there.
Classic.
That's nice, yeah, I like that.
All these ones that I'm handing to you now are all made from recycled polyester and viscose. Every 3-piece suit that we're producing contains at least 45 plastic bottles.
Wow, that's
so,
amazing.
I mean, I'd have to check the numbers, but I know it's about 1.5 million bottles that we've recycled over the last 2 years.
That many already?
Just through the suits.
Oh my goodness. One other thing I was going to ask you is, have you ever found a case of where possibly the whole recycling process has actually kind of been more harmful than good?
Nothing is 100% sustainable, and everything that is produced has a cost and comes from something. But the amount of energy required to reprocess polyester, generally speaking, is a lot less than what is required to extract oil and to create virgin polyester. So I think we understand what you want and the intricacies that you need, so leave it with us. And I just wanted to wish you good luck for the next fortnight and
thank you very much.
The championship.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Kyren.
All the best for the future for you too.